I would like to take a moment and discuss the idea of chemical imbalance, which has unfortunately been adopted as truth. This subject begs the question of how something that has no scientific evidence has been adopted by so many professionals in the medical and mental health fields as fact. More importantly, is that this theory has become the #1 claim as to the cause of many mental health issues, such as depression, anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia, and many more. From this hypothesis has come a societal epidemic of an outrageous amount of medication being prescribed to fix this theoretical chemical imbalance. I am willing to look at the other side and play devil's advocate. Let's agree for a moment that although there is no conclusive evidence, that the research and evidence that has been collected, a very logical and likely culprit is a chemical imbalance. Well, then the logical first course of action in correcting this possible imbalance should consist of the safest measure that may be effective. There's no guarantee of success with any one treatment, but with the knowledge that some treatments have virtually no side effects, while others have known side effects, some extremely dangerous, the first course of action appears clear, and that is not medication. Our current treatment model looks something like this. As short as a 10-minute discussion with a professional, a diagnosis along with an assumption of chemical imbalance as the cause, a prescription, and then a host of possible dangers and side effects with the hope of improvement in mental health. When exactly did we ditch the most important ethical principle in treating individuals? First, do no harm. Whether a professional deems a treatment likely to improve a person's symptoms or not, the first question should be, what treatment is likely to improve the person's symptoms with the least amount of danger to that person? Just as physical therapy is prescribed before putting someone under the knife, so should safer options be prescribed before putting someone on potentially harmful medication for a mental health issue. Not only is there no proof that medication will fix this theoretical chemical imbalance, they can actually cause a chemical imbalance. It can become a dangerous cycle of ongoing meds that were never proven necessary to begin with. Although there's more skepticism than ever with the amount of information available to people today, the majority of people still want to trust in medical and mental health professionals. Because of this, when a doctor states, you may have a chemical imbalance, and that he/she is prescribing you a medication to fix said imbalance, other treatments are likely not going to be tried and adopted, such as a specific exercise regimen, nutrition consideration, sunlight and nature exposure, therapy, and the list goes on and on. Often, a look at a current lifestyle, life events, a person's habits, their environment, recent life changes, etc., will lend enough information to help offer other treatments that would not only be more beneficial place to start, but also a safer one. If professionals do not wish to ditch the chemical imbalance theory or its medication treatment, in the least, they should offer alternatives that are safer initially. Being told you have a chemical imbalance can also cause a person to feel powerless and like a solution is no longer in their hands. Believing you have a condition that is solely biological or physiological sends a message that something is broken and permanent, and only external factors can treat it. Unfortunately, the amount of money and effort put into research on drugs that alter serotonin is significantly greater than what is put into non-pharmacologic methods. The magnitude of the discrepancy is probably neither in tune with the wishes of the public nor optimal for progress in the prevention and treatment of mental health disorders. We know that there are treatments and lifestyle changes that can have a profound effect on a person's mood and his/her ability to cope and maintain balance within their mind. These treatments have virtually no negative side effects. In fact, most have a positive effect in other areas, such as strength, confidence, cardiovascular health, immune health, vitamin deficiencies, and the list goes on and on. we have found ourselves in a time where placing our trust in medical and mental health professionals cannot be without also taking on the responsibility of using our own critical thinking and reasoning. The blame for the dangerous epidemic of diagnosis, followed by theoretical cause, followed by treatment without the consideration of harm, falls both on the shoulders of the professionals and individuals who are not willing to do the things in their best interest to be healthier before seeking more extreme measures. For every decision, there is a consequence, and we are seeing the consequences of a fast fix, failing approach to mental health. The field of psychology has come a long way, and we've benefited from that, but there are definitely still areas that we need to work on.